Anthem. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Shettima GCN, His Excellency the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Distinguished Senator Goswell Akpabio, April represented here today by Senator Yunus Akintunde, Chairman, Senate Committee on Environment. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwara State, His Excellency Abdulrahman Abdulrazak. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, ably represented here today by the General Manager, Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency, Mrs. Adeto Bola. His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State, Alhaji Ademola Adeleke, ably represented here today by the Commissioner for Federal Affairs, Mrs. Nike Adeleke. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Niger State, Governor Farmer Umaru Bago, ably represented here by the Head of Service, Engineer Abubakar Y. Salisu. The Honorable Minister of State of Petroleum Resources Oil, Mr. Enikin Lokobiri, ably represented here today by the Secretary, Palm Secretary of the Ministry, Mrs. Ngozi Oku-Boyejo. The Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum Resources Gas, Honorable Ekperipe Ekpo, ably represented here by Mr. Bola Salami, Director, Special Duties. The TDS, General Christopher Musa, ably represented here today by Major General Hilary Mabioku, Director, Peacekeeping Operations. The Chief of Army Staff, Major General Tauri Lagbaja, ably represented by Director of Civil Military Relations, Major General MB Wabili. DIG Hashimo Arugongo, retired, the Chairman, Police Service Commission. They are present. The host at this event, the 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPM. The Deputy Inspectors General of Police and other members of the Force Management Team, heads of various security agencies that are here present. Let me welcome especially the Executive Vice Chairman of Nasenin, Mr. Khalil Alilu, and of course, our father in automobile industry in Nigeria, Chief Adeojo Michael, Elizade Motors. Very senior officers that are here. Let me welcome the Honorable Minister of Police Affairs, distinguished Senator Ibrahim Gedem, ably represented by Director of Police Services, Mr. Ibrahim Muhammad. He has always been here with us. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, we want to warmly welcome you to the official launch of the Nigeria Police Green Initiative. In Nigeria today, and of course globally, we have climatic change. And so many things are determined by what we call environmental determinism, a concept in science. And again, we have what we call environmental possibilism, which means with what you have, with your initiatives, you can at the same time control your environment. We are the first generation to feel the effect of climate change, and the last generation who can do something about it. The words of Barack Obama. Our special guest of honor today, just yesterday, the Inspector General of Police invited the President for the commissioning of Nigeria Police Crime National Center here in Abuja. Today again, we're having this event. Another history is being written. The Nigeria Police Green Initiative was established as a sustainable development program aimed at engaging green, innovative solutions to boost the operational efficiency and the capacity of the Nigeria Police Force to fight crime and maintain law and order. And so, economic reformation plan, Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in his vision statement, has made it clear that he wants to place a police institution that is professionally competent, rule of law compliant, service delivering, and people friendly. And of course, to respond adequately and appropriately to dynamics of crime with a view to supporting the economic reforms agenda of the President to boost social integration and development of this country. The special guest of honor, sir, today we want to officially welcome you again to this event of the official launch of Nigeria Police Green Initiative. Without much ado, I want to welcome to this podium the chief host here today. The man God seen to be the #1 policeman in the Federal Republic of Nigeria today. The one I always call the great mathematician, not a nickname. He actually has BSc in mathematics. And of course, an expert in peace and security studies. The one I call the zero over time. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, join me as I invite to address this noble gathering this morning, the Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, and Fellow, Society for Peace Studies and Practice.
His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by Your Excellency, the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Vice President Kashim Shettima, GCON, His Excellency, Senator Godswill Akpabio, Senate President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by Senator Yunus Akitunde, Chairman, Senate Committee on Environment, Senator Abdul Hamid Madori, Chairman, Senate Committee on Police Affairs, Senator Hon Aminu Sani Jaji, House Committee on Ecological Fund, His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Rasulum, Executive Governor of Borno State, ably represented. His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State, ably represented by Mrs. Adetoun Popola. His Excellency Ademola Adeleke, Executive Governor of Osun State, ably represented by Mrs. Nike Adeleke, Commissioner for Federal Affairs. His Excellency Farmer Umaru Bago, Executive Governor, Niger State, ably represented by Engineer Abubakar Y. Saliu, Head of Service, Niger State. His Excellency Aminu Abdullahi Alkali, Deputy Governor, Taraba State, representing the Executive Governor of Taraba State. Senator Ibrahim Gedam, CON, FCNA, Honorable Minister of Police Affairs, ably represented by Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed, Director of Police Services Department. Honorable Henikin Lokobiri, Honorable State Minister of Petroleum Gas, ably represented by Mr. Bola Salami, Director of Special Services. The Deputy Inspector General of Police, Hashim Arugungu, retired, MPM PSC MNI, Chairman Police Service Commission. General Christopher Musa, Chief of Defense Staff, ably represented. Representatives of service chiefs who are here present. CG Ahmed Abubakar Audi, PhD MNI, Commandant General NSDC. CG Haliru Nababa, MNI, Controller General, Nigerian Correctional Service. CG Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, Controller General, Nigerian Customs Services. Deputy Inspectors General of Police and members of the Force Management Team. Engineer Jaji Abduganiu, Controller General, Federal Fire Service. Dr. Yetunde Adeniji, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on School Feeding. Dr. Bashir Gwandu, the Executive Vice Chairman, National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI. Chief Adeojo Michael, Chairman Elisade Motors. Our distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pride and a great sense of fulfillment that I welcome you to the official launch of the Nigeria Police Green Initiative. This landmark event signifies a major milestone in the evolution of the Nigerian police force and underscores our unwavering commitment to environmental responsibility and innovative policing. Climate change poses the most existential threat to humanity, affecting our ways of life, means of livelihood, socio-cultural existence, intercommunal interactions, and the natural world. In alignment with global actions championed by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Nigeria has joined the international community as a signatory to numerous climate treaties. Over the years, Nigeria's climate change policy landscape has evolved, focusing on emission reductions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and aligning with international agreements like the Paris Agreement and the net zero target. These efforts aim to cut carbon emissions to minimize residual levels. These efforts aim to cut carbon emissions to minimal residual levels, which can be absorbed and stored by nature and other carbon dioxide removal measures. In Nigeria, the security implications of climate change are evident in the drying up of Lake Chad, infrastructure disruptions, poverty, increased vulnerability to crime, and resource conflicts such as farmer-herder violence. In response, the federal government of Nigeria has outlined climate priorities through its nationally determined contribution under the Paris Agreement and other initiatives like the National Council on Climate Change and National Adaptation Plan Framework. Linking climate action with national socio-economic development strategies presents unique opportunities for addressing environmental challenges while fostering economic growth, social equity, and resilience for current and future generations. This approach also enhances our capacity to address crime vulnerability and improve crime-fighting efforts. Law enforcement agencies worldwide are increasingly recognizing the impact of climate change and environmental degradation on community safety and well-being. The Nigeria Police Force is at the forefront of this movement, embracing green initiatives that support our mandate to serve and to protect. At the COP28 summit in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, in December 2023, I unveiled the Nigerian Police Green Initiative before a global audience, marking the first of its kind in Africa. I also pledged the Nigerian Police Force commitment to renewable energy through green solutions to boost our operational efficiency and capacity to fight crime and maintain law and order in Nigeria. It is imperative to note that focusing on government sustainability is a strategic necessity. By participating in the Net Zero Government Initiative, we have committed to actions such as transitioning to clean vehicle fleets, improve energy efficiency in government buildings, increase the use of carbon-free electricity, promote sustainable public procurement policies, and implement resilience and nature-based solutions. To move from narrative to action, we entered a consulting technical partnership with NEA Energy Limited. Leveraging Article 2(1)(c) of the Paris Agreement, providing private sector partnerships in mobilizing climate action for sustainable socio-economic development. This partnership birthed the Nigeria Police Green Initiative, which we are launching here today. By integrating innovative green solutions into the operational challenges faced by the Nigerian Police Force, we identified significant opportunities for socio-economic development while improving our operational efficiency in fighting crime. This program focuses on sustainable practices such as energy-efficient facilities, renewable energy sources, eco-friendly vehicles, and waste management, aiming to reduce our environmental footprint, promote sustainable development, and create a healthier and safer environment for all. The key objectives of the Nigeria Police Green Initiative include leveraging low-carbon climate-resilient development pathways to scale up the infrastructure development and operational efficiency of the Nigerian Police Force, supporting the federal government's economic reformation through Green Economic Initiative, supporting the implementation of Nigeria's NDC energy transition and net zero target, supporting the President's Climate and Green Economy Initiative, improving the well-being of Nigerian Police Force personnel and their families through green innovation development, improving the well-being of Nigerian Police Force personnel and their families, developing a closer relationship with local communities through climate change community engagement. The Nigerian Police Green Initiative rests on 4 pillars: solar power deployment, electric and gas-powered vehicles, nature-based solutions, community green outreach. Under these pillars, we have developed a project portfolio that includes solar installation at 5,000 locations, 38 megawatts of solar power generation, deployment of 840 electric vehicles, 600 hybrid gas-fuel motorcycles, 114 electric vehicle charging stations, 38 gas refill stations, a 1 million tree planting program, engagement of 175 communities. The Nigeria Police Green Initiative is not only a moral imperative, but also a strategic necessity. Its benefits include contributing to clean energy and energy efficiency, emission reduction, and infrastructure modernization. The initiative will also create green skills, generate jobs, and reduce crime vulnerability. Engaging the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, as a critical implementation partner demonstrates our commitment to integrating local content, creating green skills, and generating jobs among Nigerians' youths. We also collaborate with Rongas CNG as indigenous company to advance this cause. Today, we are honored by your distinguished presence as we collectively make history as the first police force in Africa to launch a green initiative of this magnitude. We are grateful for your attention and solicit your support to transform this initiative from narrative to action. We need your partnership and seed funding to develop models that will catalyze international climate finance for this initiative. On behalf of the Nigerian Police Force and the people of Nigeria, I express our profound gratitude to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his unwavering commitment to the total rejuvenation of the Nigerian state. I also appreciate your Excellency's support for the Nigerian Police Force and other security agencies. I reiterate our commitment to not letting this nation down, especially at this crucial time in our history. To all our guests, we thank you for honoring us with your presence and solicit your support to drive this green initiative, thereby boosting our operational efficiency, capacity to fight crime, and contributing to the economic reformation of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Hello. I think the IGP deserves another round of applause. Thank you, the IGP, for providing the leadership we need to discharge our duties. Your Excellency, it is going to interest you that what we are doing today has already been embedded in the powers, principles, and philosophy of policing. You notice that the police colors are 3: blue, yellow, green. The blue stands for love, loyalty, and unity. The yellow stands for discipline and resourcefulness. Then the green stands for energy and life. So what we are doing today is part of the philosophy, ideology of policing right from the beginning. So it's not a strange thing. If you are thinking outside the box to make sure we support the government, federal government of Nigeria in its efforts to make sure we have a better system in this country. Thank you, the IGP, for putting this together once again. I want to invite to this place to assist me here to co-handle this event today, Mr. Tony Ebota, aka Loud Voice, to come and take off from here and lead us through other events we have here today. Tony Ebota, welcome on board.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Shettima, GCON, every other protocol duly and rightfully observed. My name is Loud Voice, Tony Ebota, and I'm a Nigerian because a man from Nigeria is a Nigerian. A man from Ghana is known as what? A Ghanaian. A man from Canada is known as what? A Canadian. A man from Jamaica is known as what? A Jamaican. A man from Mexico is known as what? A Mexican. A man from Jericho is what? Who's a Jerican? All right, so this morning, permit me, ladies and gentlemen, to invite for a goodwill message. I'm talking about no other but the Executive Vice Chairman of NASENI. Please, if your hands are not busy, can you put them together for Mr. Khalil Alilu? Please, a round of applause.
His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented by His Excellency, the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, ably represented, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Environment, the Minister of Police Affairs, Honorable Minister of Gas, Resources, and Oil, also ably represented, Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kayode Betikun, PhD, Governors of Kwara, Lagos, Osun, and Niger State, all ably represented, the Chief of Army Staff, and other security agencies here represented, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be here with you at the launch of this very laudable initiative of the Nigerian Police Force, Going Green Initiative. Security is central to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewable Hope agenda. Therefore, everything that we do to enable and support our security agencies is an investment that goes a long way towards achieving lasting peace and security in Nigeria. What the Nigerian Police Force is doing with the NPGI is a very welcome approach that will achieve multiple goals. It will contribute to achieving Nigeria's climate action commitments under the Paris Agreement, while also improving the operational capacity of the force. It will also position the force as a modern initiative organization, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa as well. At NASENI, we are therefore very delighted to be partners and collaborators with the Nigerian Police Force and Near Energy on this. It is, in fact, not only the project that we are working on with them, there is also a partnership that will see NASENI mobilize financing and technical assistance to retool, upgrade, and modernize police vehicle workshops nationwide. This is aimed at recovery, repair, and reactivation of all police vehicles and related assets that are no longer operational. We will therefore be providing updates on due course in this. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the 28th session of the Conference of Parties, COP28, of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change was pivotal for both the Nigerian Police Force and NASENI. It was at COP28 last December in Dubai, UAE, that the Nigerian Police Force unveiled the Nigerian Police Green Initiative, and it was my pleasure to have attended that event. At the same COP28, Naseni and Rural Electrification Agency partnered with a Chinese company to sign an MOU for establishment of a $150 million lithium-ion battery manufacturing processing factory in Nigeria, currently undergoing construction in Lagos. A few months ago, we launched 3 sets of affordable Naseni products in the clean energy space: a solar power irrigation system, electric motorcycles and tricycles, and off-grid solar home systems. In addition, Nigeria is the one leading players in manufacturing of solar panels and manufacturing through our manufacturing facility in next door of Nasarawa State. Most recently, the President commissioned our all-in-one CNG engineering, training, conversion, and reverse engineering center here in Utako, Abuja, developed in partnership with the private sector. As Nigeria's go-to technology transfer agency, Naseni is rapidly scaling up our expertise in various areas of technology, including clean and renewable energy. And we are constantly working with partners to create commercially viable products while also strengthening the skills and capacity of our technical personnel. These skills and know-how are 100% available at Naseni to be put at the disposal of Nigerian Police Force for implementation of the MPGI. Let me say again that we thank you very much, and we look forward to playing our part as a strategic implementation partner for the success of this initiative. I would like to personally thank the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetukum, PhD, and the Nigerian Police Force Management for the confidence they have reposed in us as critical partners. I will also want to specially thank His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the chairman of Naseni Governing Board, for his support of our vision of the new Naseni. The presidential support has made all the difference in our work and our progress towards accomplishment of our lofty goals. Thank you, Mr. President. On this note, I will end quickly by reminding everyone about the 4 pillars of the strategic launchpad of Naseni. 1, enhancing Nigeria's manufacturing capacity. 2, to reduce Nigeria's import bill through research and development. 3, to strategically reposition Naseni. And 4, to leverage on the comparative advantages of the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as the Federal Capital Territory. And we will therefore do this by focusing our very keenly CCC, which we call collaboration, creation, and commercialization. We enthusiastically invite willing partners and customers from across the public and private sector. Our doors are open. Let us work together to make Nigeria a manufacturing and industrial hub for the world, creating economic growth for Nigeria and lasting prosperity for the Nigerian people. I thank you for your kind attention.
Yeah, I think we can actually do better than that. Let's make it louder for him. All right, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for the next goodwill message, I would like to invite to the microphone the CEO of Elizade Motors. I'm talking about no other, but Chief Michael Adeojo. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes forward.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria, Your Excellencies, governors or governors' representatives seated, please, you will pardon me if really murdering protocol, because I'm not used to it. I don't think I've stood in any gathering as big as this in my 86 years of existence. But this is a subject that concerns motoring, which is the business that I chose for myself and I've been practicing for the past almost 67 years. I was not informed that I will be speaking. I thought I was just invited to come and watch where automobile business is going in this country. And I want to promise the Vice President here seated, in the absence of Mr. President, that I am giving you my 100% support in this program. I will be very happy to play any part that you want me to play, because I'm an elder of this society, this country. And my principle in life is to make people comfortable, to assist wherever I'm able, to make things easier for people. You can see, I'm not a politician at all. So I want to ask Mr. Vice President to forgive me if I have murdered protocol or other things, because I'm not used to it. I cannot deceive myself. I don't know how many faces I'm seeing here for the first time. I've seen the Vice President on television, and so I can recognize him. I've seen the Inspector General of Police, not physically, but on television and other sources. I am prepared to to contribute my little, because I cannot compete with government. In whatever way I am required, my services are required. Now I have the opportunity of meeting Mr. Vice President. So you know who Adeojo is from today. But honestly, I'm very happy at the way Nigeria is going under our honorable president. And I'm glad to say that I'm willing to cooperate with you. I don't go to the office regularly again, but I will find the time, anytime that I may be needed to assist in making Nigeria to move forward. I will be very happy to participate. So, with these few words, anytime you need my attention, anytime you need my assistance, if I have any to offer, I will be too glad to do so. So, with these few words, I want to greet the new ways of transportation, wherever we are going. I'm a father. I will play the father's role. I will do whatever I am capable of doing, provided my services are acquired. Again, to greet everybody here seated. I have monitored protocol. At least I'm saying something I feel is reasonable for an old man like me to say. Thank you, and God bless you all.
To do better for Baba. We need to do better for Baba. When Baba was talking, I was taken aback when Baba said he has not seen powerful people like this in Nigeria, most especially the president, the IG, and all the faces that are here. But I think you agree with me that Baba, for someone to have spent 67 years in automobile business, it is not a joke. In common parlance, we can say Baba is a spirit when it comes to the issue of automobile business in Nigeria, on African continent, and of course, across the world. Can we please appreciate this Baba again? Your Excellency, he flew in this morning just to attend this program, and is there even with his son, the one that's in charge of Jack Motors. Baba came together to support the Nigeria Police Force in order to have a better policing system in Nigeria through alternative energy sources. Thank you, Baba, once again. We appreciate you. Your Excellency, at this point in time, we want to have a short presentation on Nigeria Police Green Initiative. And I call on Dr. Abolo to come and do the presentation. Can we please appreciate him? While Dr. Abolo is coming forward, I want to welcome to this place the Deputy Governor of Taraba State, representing the Governor Alhaji Aminu Alkali. You're welcome, sir. And all our partners that are here, particularly banks that are here,
to our special guest of honor, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by His Excellency Kashimu Shatima, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and to our Chief Host, Kayode Betokun, the Inspector General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Nigerian Police Force. Permit me, like Baba said, to stay on existing protocols. Ladies and gentlemen, this gives me a great pleasure. My job here is to answer a few questions that so many people have asked about Nigeria Police, and green. I remember after we launched this, can I have the slide, please? After we launched this at COP28, there were questions from all over the world. The Nigerian community in the US called me and they wanted to know what business the Nigerian police has to do with green and climate change. And I'm sure there are still so many people here today who have that questions to ask. And for those who have the answers, this will also help you to add to your knowledge to answer a lot of people that will ask you the same question. We're going to do this for about 5 minutes. Now, Nigeria Police Green Initiative, that's the question mark. Well, I'm going to take you through the policies that emphasize the need for an organization such as Nigerian Police to get involved in the green. So I'm going to give you a few answers right now. Now let's look at the issue of climate change, which everyone knows, which we have discussed. We understand the impacts of climate change as warmer temperatures, severe storms, rising sea levels, water scarcity, desertification, and the rest of it. We feel it every day. It's been raining for the past 3-4 days here in Abuja. We understand what is happening in the north. Lake Chad is drying up. We are losing our landmarks to desertification every day. It's around us. We have flood every year. We have flood in Kogi. It's around us, so it's no news. However, there are secondary impacts. As the IG will always say, what are the primary impacts and the secondary impacts? Number one is it creates a natural resource scarcity. And when there is scarcity, there's conflict like we have right now in our country. There are header farmer crises that we look about, but the issue is a natural resource conflicts. It's results into economic losses and migration. We have IDPs, people displaced from their homes, rice farms taken over by flood. We also have other issues, which I'm going to run through real quick. Loss of lives and livelihoods, hunger and poverty. All right, let's do this manually if this is not working. Increase in crime, and then increase in crime vulnerability, and a whole lot of other things. So leveraging on this, the UNFCCC, is the global body that looks into this matter. And one of the questions I was asked is, what is the relationship between the Nigerian police force, what they are doing, and the standards that have been created by the UNFCCC? As we can see, the UNFCCC set up a framework for us to adapt to issues of climate change and for us to do things in a way that we will mitigate the causes of climate change. And a development structure was created around it to give us what is called the low carbon development, which Nigeria has graciously keyed into. And that relates to what is called the green economy. As we know, the president recently launched the Climate Change and the Green Economy Presidential Committee. So, but there are still a few questions to ask. What is the relationship between Nigeria Police and the UNFCCC? So let's put the two on the same platform. The Nigerian Police is the law enforcement agency. The Nigerian Police deals with people and environment. And the climate change deals with climate action. You see the action over there. People and environment, the UNFCCC deals with people and environment. The Nigerian Police has the Reform Transformation Initiative, and the UNFCCC have the Net Zero Government Initiative. So how do we bridge the gap? Looking at the gap right now, the Nigerian Police decided to leverage on key policies. One of them is Nigeria's net zero target, 2060, to become carbon neutral. Nigeria's energy transition plan, and of course, the nationally determined contributions. So, what the Nigerian police decided to do was to develop an initiative that will link this together. Can we clap for the Nigerian police first? So how does this concern the Nigerian police, breaking this down? Nigerian police is leapfrogging, and they are going straight into the green economy, which the federal government of Nigeria has already signed into. Let's progress. And then where does the green economy lead us to? Low carbon, carbon resilient development plans, well-being, justice and good governance, poverty eradication, energy efficiency. I'll stop a little bit there and talk about good governance. This government is trying right now to integrate ESGs into the operations of organizations. So whatever you're doing, be prepared that we're going to integrate ESGs, and that is looking environmental, social governance. And then on the Nigerian force, please go back to the other slide. We are looking at climate action, the NDCs, the net zero, the energy transition plan, and the gas as a transition fuel. My friend from Naseni also mentioned that. Then let's progress. As we progress, let's look at the key policy alignments, because someone will ask you this: what are the policy alignments that allow the Nigerian police to get involved in this? Let's go ahead. Now, the policy alignments, I'll give the climate action, the NDCs, the net zero, the energy transition plan, and of course, the gas as a transition fuel. So let's take one of them, break it down, and we close up on that. The energy transition plan. Now, the energy transition plan has this to offer us as a nation. Number one, it's a $410 billion investment in the short run, and a $1.9 trillion investment in the long run. It promises to create 340,000 direct jobs in the short run and 840,000 jobs in the long run. This plan is programmed to lift 100 million people out of poverty. It features economic growth and, of course, modern energy services to Nigeria and many other things. So what the Nigerian police is doing right now is that we are engaging the energy transition plan as a policy to develop this initiative. So if you look here, you see recently President Bola Tinubu improves mandate for office of the Special Presidential Envoy on climate action and expands green economy committee membership. And in closing, I hope I have answered some of your questions, and I hope you will be able to present these answers to people. Now, the last question here right now is, what is Nigerian Police Green Initiative? One, it's a sustainable development program. Two, it's engaging green innovative solutions to boost the operational efficiency and the capacity of the Nigerian police force to fight crime and maintain law and order in Nigeria, and again, to support the economic reformation plan of Mr. President. So what are the key components of the NPGI? Renewable energy, move through this real quick. Renewable energy, solar deployments, police stations, police barracks, police colleges, solar boreholes. Let's move. And then what are the benefits? Here are the key benefits: clean energy, emission reduction, infrastructure, modernization, well-being, and community crime deterrence. And of course, electric vehicles, like we have one outside, conversion of electric vehicles, and these are the benefits. Let's go to the benefits. Cost savings, emission reduction, efficiency, green skills, infrastructure modernization, and well-being. And then, of course, we have the community outreach, where we will reach the community through the Nigerian police force, tell them about climate change, tell them about adaptation plans, form partnerships for the communities, and then, of course, light up the community program. And then, under the communities, we'll look at climate impacts, climate vulnerability reduction, and of course, infrastructure modernization. So having said this, My name is Dr. Paul Abolo. I am the CEO, Nia Energy Limited, and it is a pleasure having you listen to me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we can make it louder. Let's make it together. Time, we would like to move straight to remarks by the Minister of Environment, who is ably represented by the Permanent Secretary on Environment, Mahmoud Adam Kambari. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes forward.
Your Excellency, the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by my mentor and senior brother, Kashim Shettima, GCON. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Ebetoko. I will not forget the chairman of my committee in the National Assembly, distinguished Senator Yunus, the representatives of the various state governors here present, the representative of ministers here present. I will wish to stand with amended protocol with your kind of role, Your Excellencies, that bring in my minister, which has been omitted in the established protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am representing the honorable minister, so if you hear I, it means the minister is speaking, with your kind permission, sir. It is my pleasure that I stand before you today to mark the official launch of Nigerian Police Green Initiative. This initiative is a landmark step towards integrating sustainable environment practices within the core operations of our esteemed Nigerian police force. The significance of today's event cannot be overstated, taking into consideration the growing challenges of climate change, environmental degradation, and resource depletion we are facing. I commend the Inspector General of Police and the entire leadership of Nigerian Police Force for their vision and dedication in championing this cause. This initiative not only enhanced the operation efficiency of the force, but also set a commendable example for other institutions under our nation, which include the military and extraministerial departments. It is imperative that all sectors of the society, including our security forces, take proactive steps towards mitigating the impact of climate change. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our ecosystem is faced with numerous challenges, ranging from habitat destruction, pollution, climate change, and loss of biodiversity. To restore the ecosystem, we need to balance human need with environmental protection. The attainment of environmental sustainability requires support and cooperation of all stakeholders by engaging in practices and adopting policies that are environmentally friendly and sustainable. We will surely restore the quality of our environment and guarantee healthy future for future generations. Green initiative entails energy efficiency, sustainable agricultural practices, renewable energy, effective waste management, green building, and so on. The introduction of eco-friendly measures such as planting of tree, adoption of renewable energy, and promotion of sustainable waste management practices will undoubtedly contribute to healthier and more resilient environment. The Federal Republic of Nigeria is fully committed to supporting these initiatives. We will work closely with Nigerian Police Force to provide the necessary resources. These necessary resources include, if you need trees, we have a lot of them in our various colleges of forestry that we have, and we have most of our agencies that have some of these inputs that can go a long way in assisting you. So it's just for you to put in your request, and we'll provide the number of seedling you need. Because recently we even gave NDA about 500,000 seedlings for their projects. As we launch this initiative, I urge all members of Nigerian Police Force to embrace these green practices, and let us remember that every small action counts, whether it is reducing energy consumption, recycling, or participating in tree planting activities. Finally, I would like to reiterate the Ministry of Environment's unwavering support for Nigerian Forest Green initiatives. We are committed to providing the necessary guidance and expertise to ensure the success of this program. Together, we can build a more sustainable and environmentally conscious Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can we appreciate the Honorable Minister of Environment once again? I have the mandate of the Vice President to make some adjustment on this program, because you all know the VP has another assignment in the villa. And I'm sure the President is waiting for Vice President, who is here again. And at this crucial moment, you know, our special guest of honor will be having many assignments. So you want to cut with messages. I want to cut. I think I have the go-ahead of the VP, sir. Thank you, sir, Your Excellency. Now we have a 5-minute documentary. After that, Minister of Police Affairs, we appreciate the VP, our special guest of honor. Then the VP will address this gathering, launch this program. Technical partners, can you hold the just 5 minutes?
Sir. Monday. Sir. What's happening here? So to prepare a case file has turned to rocket science for you. Eh? Look at it. You even write across the line. Can I ask you, are you a kindergarten?
Oga, beg no vex, sir. My eye don't get problems, small, sir.
Your eyes?
Yes, sir.
What happened to it?
I think now because of the candlelight, who they use work after we go house.
What has that got to do with the candlelight? Well, you told me you bought this generator, what's his name? I better pass my neighbor. So what happened to it?
Sir, Provost, we don't ban them for our barracks. So we no dey use them again since 2 years now. Since that time where Inspector Garba Pikin and his wife died because of the fumes.
Yes. Oh. May that soul rest in peace.
Amen, sir.
And may God keep us in this job we are doing.
Amen.
And for you, Monday, you need your eyes. Go and take care of your eyes because you need them.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can go now.
Thank you.
Welcome, Papa.
Oh, my daughter. How you doing?
Fine, Papa.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my homework.
That's very good. My own professor. See, this school where I no go, I could make sure say you go.
Thank you, Papa. I won't let you down.
That's very good. Oh yeah, now make you go continue.
Thank you, Papa.
Sophia. God, I beg. Sophia. Sophia, wake up. Sophia. Sophia, wake up.
My husband.
Sophia.
What happened?
Sophia, wake up. Sophia, wake up.
Sophia, wake up.
Yes, sir. Our van is still with the mechanic. He said the faults are numerous, so it will take time to fix.
Voila. Shebu Kamara has agreed to fix it for free of charge.
Yes, sir.
You guys better embark on full patrol for now.
Take a message.
Come in with your mic.
We're currently having a kidnapping activity within here at Durban Street, Precinct 2. Suspect, armed and dangerous. Respond immediately. Confirm my mic.
Charlie.
I think we need that van now.
That's true.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Proceed.
Kamaru, you sure say don't finish this work? We get emergency we're supposed to attend to now.
Okay. This thing will take at least another 2 hours. So. It will take another 2 hours.
Kamaru, the 2 hours we give you before we come out here, what do you do when you never do this job?
Say me, give me 34.
Hi. Wow. What did man go do? You sent for us, sir.
Yes. Have you people intercepted the control distress mic?
Yes, sir. But our vehicle is still with the mechanic, sir. But my men are ready to initiate a rescue mission, but we don't have a vehicle, sir.
This vehicle wahala. Anyways, let me call the area commander.
All right, sir.
What? What is this? Call Susan immediately for me. Call Susan.
All right, sir.
I told this girl to charge my phone yesterday, and she did not.
So sorry about that, sir. I think the gen was already off, sir.
Okay, you sent for me, sir.
Susan, what happened to this phone? I gave you this one yesterday to charge, and now the battery is down.
Okay, no verse. Yesterday when I on gen, I used your charger, charge the phone. The generator can't blow your charger. I say make I use one of our colleague charger. Oga, you know can they charge the phone, rather they reduce the battery. No verse, Oga. That's why I say ma jejely can keep your phone for office. No verse, sir.
Can you imagine? Can you hear yourself? will you go and on that generator right now, immediately?
Oga, no fuel.
What's going on? What about the 15,000 naira worth of fuel I bought yesterday? What happened to it?
Oga, you know, say the filling station wey dey near us. Na 870 naira they sell for no vest, Oga.
Sir, that gen dey suck fuel, sir.
Sir, I think we should get a solar panel for the officer.
Solar?
Yes, sir.
Where will I get the money to buy it? On which budget?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, everybody, leave my office. Leave. Go, everyone. Go. Can I just where will I get the money?
So, Oga, work don't finish.
Okay.
This condemned oil where they here, when they take and they sniff the engine before it starts. I don't finish work.
But they sniff the engine, have you? Then if you put the wood inside motor, it is on. Man, let's go. What's going on? My friend, move this car. Let's leave this place. We are in a haste. Huh?
Sir, car is not engaging on driving. No.
Are you serious? Are you playing? My friend, move this car. We are not playing here, my.
Sir, this is serious matter. This is no play, sir.
This car has been repairing for over 10 hours. Kamaru! What is this mechanic? Kamaru! Where's this boy? Now, wow. Which kind of wahala be this now? Kamaru!
So many tragedies being encountered by men of the Nigeria police force. Hello everyone. Reducing carbon emissions is a responsibility we all share. In policing, it is crucial to address this issue urgently to create more energy-efficient police stations. I present to you the future of Nigerian policing, a vision we must collectively achieve now. Consider the case of Monday, a dedicated police officer who tragically lost his beloved daughter, Sophia, in a fire caused by candlelight. This devastating incident could have been prevented with a police barrack powered by solar energy and equipped with energy-saving bulbs, providing safe lighting for the families of our brave officers. We have all witnessed the impact of uncharged devices during working hours due to lack of electricity and the high cost and environmental damage of using fuel power generators. Patrol vehicles often remain unavailable for rapid emergency responses. However, with well-designed solar panels, not only on roofs but also on car parks, covers, and other available spaces in the station, we can provide adequate energy for charging devices and powering essential equipment. Oh, looking at this car here, we can use electric cars for patrol to enable officers perform their duties confidently. Oh. For ideal police facilities and operation, we envision renewable energy sources with solar installation at police posts, barracks, electric vehicles, and charging stations. Conversion of police vehicles from fuel to gas or hybrid. Gas refilling stations. Electric motorcycles and tricycles for conveying officers and families within the barrack or from the barrack to the office. Solar street lighting in vulnerable communities and security hotspots. The Nigerian Police Green Initiative by the Inspector General of Police is a sustainable development program aimed at engaging innovative green solutions such as solar power development at police posts and facilities, integration of electric vehicles and PMS or diesel conversion vehicles in our fleets, development of clean cooking devices for the families of the force, and street lights for police community and security hotspots. This will improve the operational efficiency of the police force to fight crime and maintain law and order. Nigerian Police Green Initiative, saving the environment, saving the people.
I think they can do better for this group of castes. That those who put this together are police officers, the cast in the movie are all police officers, and the daughter is a daughter of one of our officers in the Federal Capital Territory here. The message is clear. They had issues. The girl was using to read a book for examination. There was an inferno. We lost the young girl to that. The same thing in the station. If you had solar panel giving supply to the DPO, the battery of the phone will not run down. It could not attend to emergencies and distress calls. The message in the movie was clear that we actually need to go green so that we want us to be more effective. Thank you. At this point in time, I have the mandate of the VP again for now to go straight to the next event. That is the speech from the special guest of honor at this event. Your Excellencies, very senior officer, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, join me as I invite to this gathering the special guest of honor today, the President of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, heavily represented by the Vice President, distinguished Senator Kasim Shatima. My hands together for him as he
kindly sit down, please. Kindly sit down, please. The President of the Senate, ably represented by Senator Yunus Akintunde, the Senator representing Oyo Central, and other members of the National Assembly present here. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Taraba State, Alhaji Aminu Abdullahi Al-Khali, and I want to use him as my point of reference to recognize and appreciate all the representatives of executive governors present here. The Chairman of Police Service Commission and members of Peace Commission, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Kayode Adeolu Egbek Tokon, and the leadership of the Nigerian Police Force. The Executive Chairman of Naseni, Khalil Suleiman Halilu, representatives of the Honorable Ministers, Service Chiefs, and heads of paramilitary organizations present here, development partners, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. There is no part of the world that can claim to live in denial of the realities of climate change today. The consequences are everywhere, from our unstable weather conditions to our water bodies and the yields of our farms. No person or place is spared from this threat to our ecosystem. And this must spur each person and organization to join in the implementation of solutions. I am therefore extremely delighted by the measure taken by the distinguished institutions, the Nigerian Police Force. Nigeria has been at the forefront of the global search for solutions to the devastations of climate change. We have always known that we cannot reach this target of aligning with international climate goals and reducing greenhouse gas emissions unless each person and every stakeholder lives up to their obligation. This is the promise we made to the world at the COP28 conference in Dubai last year. Alongside other nations, we reiterated the urgent need for global cooperation to implement solutions that can stop and reverse the effects of climate change. The Climate Change Act 2021, which sets out to achieve low greenhouse emissions, green and sustainable growth, and sets a target for reaching net zero, is a cornerstone of our efforts. The Energy Transition Plan, ETF, promises to achieve net zero emissions by 2060. Our national climate change policy, debt for climate change action swaps, and renewable energy targets are some of the interventions in place to fast-track our solutions, whether through adjustments or financing our transition towards a low-carbon economy. We welcome this initiative by the Nigerian Police Force because the connection between climate change and security is a price we have paid enough. Therefore, we are going to throw our weight behind its success, and we have in place a committee for the carbon market activation plan, which positions Nigeria at the forefront of creating a robust, sustainable carbon market worth $2.5 billion. Additionally, the presidency has established a presidential committee on climate action and green economic solutions to coordinate and oversee all policies and programs on climate action and green economic development. My chairmanship of this committee is an indication of the importance this administration has placed on climate action as a major driver of our economic reformation plan. Our consistent presence at the successive editions of the annual conference of the parties COP, the supreme decision-making body of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, is a testament to the commitment and resilience of our nation to the implementation of the convention and any other legal instruments that the COP adopts. We have also been taking decisions necessary to promote the effective implementation of the convention, including institutional and administrative arrangements. The Nigerian Police Green Initiative, therefore, emphasizes our bid to prioritize innovation and partnerships as fundamental drivers for the nation's transition to a green economy. This is an opportunity for you to transition the facilities of your institution to renewable energy sources and promote environmental awareness and education. As a strategic collaboration with NEA Energy Limited, a private sector entity, I believe this initiative will further facilitate local and international investments in green infrastructure, engaging communities, and building local capacity in green technology across the nation. Over the past decades, our nation has endured the shrinking of its water bodies, perennial floods, disrupted livestock production, epileptic power generation, and food crisis. Therefore, a sustainable development program that engages innovative green solutions is a strategic intervention. This novel approach, I believe, will boost the operational efficiency and capacity of the Nigerian Police Force to fight crime and maintain law and order. We are committed to fully supporting this endeavor. I commend the Inspector General of Police for his vision and leadership in championing this initiative. This is without a doubt commendable. I also applaud the Executive Vice Chairman of NASENI for his commitment, for his zeal, and for his passion in championing green revolution in this country. I also applaud the consulting technical partners, NEA Energy Limited, for working with the Nigerian Police Force to develop this advanced innovation in Africa. We call for more partnerships of a similar kind as we work to make the world a safer place. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Have the national anthem now, and of course, after that, we have the photograph outside. The protocol people are in charge to direct us accordingly. Now we take the national anthem. Thank you, Your Excellency, the special guest of honor, all the excellencies that are here present, and of course, the Inspector General Police. We appreciate all of you. We now go for the group photograph. The wife of the Inspector General Police that joined us, please follow them to the photo gallery. The power president to follow them to the photo gallery. Dr. and Mrs. to follow them to the photo gallery. The CDS and service chiefs to please follow them to the photo gallery. And of course, the chairman, Police Service Commission, the IG Ashimo Saliu Adugungu MNI, to join them as well. Thank you. You're welcome.
onígbàgbọ́ mi lóró mi mẹ́sàn máa jíṣu lọ́jà o. ọgbọ̀n bá rí wa lóde wà rí wa wàwọ̀ wá tẹ́bẹ́lú. Oli lásán lájà lọ kó fojú ìjẹ́bọ̀ pọ̀jù fọ́pọ̀ àkótó jẹ́ lábẹ́ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa làwa jẹ́. Onígbólóde ò bá kú ojúde rẹ̀ kì í wú pẹ́gì. tó bá ti jú fún wa láti jú ó má ti jú ẹnì kankan mọ́. ọ̀pọ̀ òyìnbó ló fi dídùn sábà oró inú ẹ̀ ó mà pé pèdè. ọ̀pọ̀ ló kóra wọn ní nǹkan pàtàkì wa máa wọn bàríwò mọ́ àwọn dà. Olúwa ó pàtẹ nínú mi dákun wá fèrè síṣẹ́ mi. Sí ẹlẹ́yìn mi bàbá ta lolùrànlọ́wọ́ ta lálábàárò mi Olúwa lálábàárò rẹ̀. Ta lálátìlẹ́yìn mi Olúwa lálábàárò rẹ̀. Má tẹ̀lé mi mọ́ yẹ o títí dọ́jọ́ alẹ́ mi gbogbo Olúwa lálábàárò rẹ̀. ẹ̀bùn tó fún mi Olúwa má ṣe gbà lọ́wọ́ mi má lálábàlẹ́yìn mi Olúwa lálábàárò rẹ̀. bàbá mi ò kún lọ́wọ́ ó ti ṣe yìí náà ògùn lọ́wọ́ yé mo bá ròde. ẹ bá mi kí kábíyèsí Adéjọbí bàbá ìwò màjẹun. ẹ bá mi kí bàbá mi Ògúnlọ́wọ̀ tiwa bàbá mi Láńrè tiwa. bàbá mi Ògúnlọ́wọ̀ ọlá tó ń rẹwájú. kábíyèsí Adéjọbí bàbá ó mà ṣeun ọlọ́lá gbajúmọ̀ ó ṣeun sábàdá gọ̀dọ̀gọ̀dọ̀. Talalabaro mi Olúwa talalabaro mi talalabaro mi Olúwa talalabaro mi talalabaro mi alabaro mi alabaro mi talalabaro mi talalabaro Olúwa lálábàárò.